Good afternoon. My name is Rhianon Gutierrez, and I'm going to talk about how my disability is an opportunity in professional learning. Usually within the first few minutes of a presentation, I disclose my disability. Since I really have only 5 minutes, I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm hard of hearing. Ever since I was a child, I've been passionate about accessibility. And one of my really good friends said to me, if you don't speak up, no one else will. So with that in mind, I've been thinking way back about advocacy. My grandmother and my mother were very strong advocates for me. They worked to ensure that I have access in education. As a result, I'm a strong advocate today. I apply this in my work. And I learned about Universal Design for Learning, or UDL, in graduate school. UDL has changed the way that I teach and learn. Whenever I look at media, I think about 4 things: all text and images, captions and videos, transcripts for full access, and the structure in web pages. As educators in this room, we have the power with this content. We have the power to curate it. We can curate how, when, where, and what other people learn. So think about these 4 things when you're curating content. Whenever I see a gap in something, I look at it as a challenge, and the challenge becomes an opportunity. I reach out to content creators and curators to help them think about creating more inclusive design that is guided by UDL principles. Now, I told you I have a disability. I don't see it as a limitation or something to overcome. It is an opportunity. I can't just think about my own disability. I just start there. This student that you see here, he's also deaf. Can you believe that face? He's just jumping right into that computer. Do you think he would have the same response if the media was not accessible? Think about that. This is why I do what I do. These tools on screen, we have the power to choose wisely and make sure that we curate accessible media for all. That's learners and that's teachers. That's everyone in this room. For example, consider a YouTube video, 40 minutes, 1 hour of the most amazing webinar, or even the most amazing 5-minute short, and it's not accessible. So what does that mean for your audience? I'd like to see that change in my school district and globally. So I have to model this. I make sure to caption my videos. I make sure to add transcripts. This also includes for podcasts. I have to model because that's how I can see change. It is so important in this process to cultivate relationships. I bring value to my team, but I also learn a lot from them too, because I cannot work in isolation. We must be a team. The colleagues that I have come to know in the past year, in person and on Twitter, have enriched my practice as a 21st century educator. And these are my 2 fellow digital learning specialists on screen. I've learned so much from them. And working at the district level has helped me cultivate strong relationships, to learn more about adult learning, to learn more about supporting English language learners and students with disabilities, and also to continue on. Read and Write is one of the tools that my district adopted in the past year. And this tool allowed me to see where we needed to support our students and teachers. I was fortunate to be a leader in teaching my entire district about this tool. And Google Classroom was one of those platforms. It demonstrates UDL principles in really powerful ways. My passion for UDL has and continues to help me make connections in the Boston Public Schools and beyond. And this ties to my next idea. The big picture matters. We must think about inclusive design. Everyone in this room can be a champion for inclusive design. Teachers are learners too. We know this, and we must constantly think about this. I teach teachers how to better use technology, but I also teach them how to work with students like me and the boy, to want to jump into our computers because we are so engaged. And on that note, there is power in design and curation. There is power in the content that you can create. You can learn about web accessibility standards. You can learn how to put captions into YouTube videos. And you can use Google Docs or Microsoft Word to create transcripts. We can't say, I'll do it later, because later is now. We're all learners and teachers. Thank you.